Hey everyone, it's Flora. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing another manga comparison. I'll be looking at episode 12 of season 2 of Fruits Basket, and I really enjoyed this episode as a whole. I really was happy to see more of Mayu's backstory and how she's entwined in the characters' stories, and it was really nice. Honestly, I think this episode followed the manga pretty closely. There are a few differences that I'll talk about soon, but basically it followed chapters 56 and 57, and yeah, let's go ahead and take a look. Overall, this episode was a nice and hopeful refresher after the intensity of the beach arc and Kagura's lost love. Of course, it still had its sad moments. It wouldn't be Fruits Basket without it. But episode 12 did a fantastic job incorporating 56 and 57. It revealed how another character is connected to the Somas and the history behind it. So like I mentioned, this episode focuses on chapters 56 and 57. Originally, these happened during the beach arc, when everyone is at the summer home, except for Hatori and Shigure. These events happen before they arrive, but I like how the anime rearranged this. So episode 12 starts off with Mayu in the bookstore on the phone with her mom, when she hears about her father being in the hospital. Some photos fall on the floor, and she's reminded of Hatori and Kana before Shigure walks in. In the manga, the chapter starts with Shigure already at the store and they're having a conversation, so there aren't any photographs. The first flashback scene with Mayu, Kana, and Hatori is followed exactly the same, with all the same dialogue. The anime added a scene of the two of them sitting at a cafe together, when in the manga this line is said when they're walking outside. I like the little added detail, it was nice. Everything else is pretty much the same until Shigure walks up to Mayu when she's gardening. This line in the anime is, "Kana-chan must think it's more harmonious to keep it low-key for your secret love." I don't know if I really like the way this was worded, but in the manga, it's more clear in my opinion. It says, "Just like how it's more peaceful that Kana-chan doesn't know about your secret crush." I feel like that flowed a little more smoothly, but basically he was just saying how everything's easier if no one knows that you secretly like Hatori, basically. This next scene with Mayu trying to grab Shigure's shirt, I really like this scene. I feel like it shows a really good contrast between Kana and Hatori's relationship and Mayu and Shigure's. It was very stark and kind of heavy moment, but I really liked it. When Kana and Mayu talk in the store, I was happy to see so much background detail. It was in a store, but we couldn't see like all these extra details that the anime added. And I really like how with the anime they can add so much more with the colors and the lighting, and it's, more detailed in a way that a manga can't really do. The scene with Mayu visiting Kana is so heartbreaking. Even though Mayu doesn't know the whole story or about the curse, she can see how broken her best friend has become, and the anime adds this unsettling shot of Kana while she reaches up. It's so sad, their backstory, and I feel like the dramatic music really added to the scene. This next scene is also sad, but it's one of my favorite Mayu moments. When Kana starts talking about Hatori adding san, indicating that she really has in fact lost her memories of being with him, Mayu gets emotional, and I feel like she's a character that always thinks about others, so when she does cry for them, I can't help but be emotional for her. Once the flashback content is over, everything with Shigure and Mayu talking in the store is pretty much followed the same, and I really like the music that was playing here. The last line Shigure says is different in the anime, but I trust this translation over the Tokyopop manga. In the anime he says, "He liked you well enough, talking about Hatori. But in the manga he says, Mayu, I really did like you for who you are." I feel like this isn't totally correct, so I would definitely trust the anime version of this line. I like that the anime added the photos. It was a nice connection to the past and kind of led the story to flow into a flashback. The anime really smoothly moves right into 57 too, when Hatori starts speaking after he enters the store. Shigure is so cunning. I'm glad that he made them run into each other again though. The scene was followed so well. The only difference is that when Mayu goes to call Shigure again and stops herself, there's a couple added details in Mayu's dialogue. Since these chapters take place before Shigure and Hatori arrive at the summer home, afterwards she says, "If I call Shigure's house, one of the kids might pick up," and there's a note saying she doesn't know that they're at the summer home. And then the manga adds, "You idiot, get a cell phone. I'm not letting you off the hook for this." When Mayu starts talking about Hatori, there's another line in the manga where she says, "Hatori-kun had the same indifferent attitude as before. That's why people misunderstand and think he's scary." This next scene with Hatori going back to the main estate is tough because he's put under a lot of pressure to be there for Akito, especially the older Soma servants. And I liked that the anime added the detail that it was evening because of the lighting. When Mayu's mom talks to her about getting married, the lines between the anime and the manga are slightly different. In the anime, she says, "But Kana-chan is married. It's about time you settled down. I'll settle down when I settle down. Leave me be. Then at least meet some people we chose for you." But in the manga, she says, "But you're past marriageable age. You should settle down soon." I'm pretty sure Mayu is only in her late 20s, so I'm happy that they changed this translation, or at least updated it from the original. The next scene with Mayu and Hatori is such a great scene. It was beautiful, and I'm happy that someone was there to cry for him. And I think it was really helpful that, like, even though he didn't cry himself, just having someone there who understood his backstory was really helpful and made him kind of have some closure. In the manga, when Mayu talks to Shigure on the phone at the end, he's at the summer home, and you can see Toru and Momiji playing in the background. But in the anime, the beach arc is over, so he's just at their house. I really enjoyed this episode, and I really like that it followed the manga so well. I think it was a nice, hopeful ending, and the kind of hinting of the future with them being together was really great, and I'm so happy for them both. Yeah, like I said, not too many differences. Overall, really good episode. I did like the added details that the anime added, and overall I really liked how they rearranged the timing, because when you think about it, having the Mayu content in the middle of the beach arc is kind of random. Like, I really liked how the anime just kept that all flowing well, nicely together, and having the Mayu content still happen during summer break because she's only there because she's not working at the school, right? So it like went really well, and I was really happy with it. I'll be back soon with my next comparison of episode 13. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate the support, and if you're interested in checking out any of my other videos, feel free to subscribe and like this video. I also have social media in the description below if you want to follow me on any of that. I'll see you all next time. Thank you so much. Bye!